Hello listeners and fellow investors. This is Steve from MakCorp, and in today's podcast I'm going to take you through all the drilling assay results for December 2024. And for those of you that don't know anything about MakCorp, we provide all the data for the ASX resource sector, including market data, company overviews, market trends, directors, shareholders, capital raises, projects and financials that allows you to research, compare, analyse, see trends and report on all the ASX resource sector. And that's since 2019 to current. So let's get into the drilling assays for 2024 December. And at the moment I'm filtered on all the project activity for December. So there was 378 ASX resource stock codes that put an announcement out about a project in December 24, and it involved 504 projects. So I'll just give you a bit of information of what we provide down on projects just for today's podcast. We've got two commodity fields. One is like a byproduct. The second is priority commodity, which is the commodity of focus for the ASX resource stock and project. We have all the project stages from acquisition right through to production, and that's good for risk factors. So, do you want to minimise or maximise your risk by project stage? That gives you an overview of all the project stages. Then we have all the different project activity types, and we're adding a couple more in the near future. That gives you an overview of all the project activity types and their meanings. We have multiple locations, but here we can see country and also area region. This is just an overview of all the projects by ASX code, project name, commodity, project activity, activity date and date, market cap, region, when there's drilling results, and an overview of the announcement or drilling results. But today's focus will be here on drilling. This gives you a snapshot of how we collect the data or what you're looking at as far as whether it's grams per tonne or percentage, and in metrics as well. And as we scroll down, we can see top 20 by grade, and scroll down to the next table and we see the top 20 by best intersect for the drilling result. So let's get in and filter on just the assay results for December 24. So we go to project activity, project activity, and we want to click on drilling completed. And that gives us all our assays for December 2024. And that involved 94 ASX resource stocks with 99 projects. So we scroll down again and let's look at table 1, which is the best grade or best assays. So here we can see code SXG involved with gold had 2 assay results in December, and both very, very high grade. Small intersect and very deep, and the grams per tonne and the overview of the drilling results. And they're located in the Lachlan Fold region, which is in New South Wales, Australia. Then we scroll down to the next table and we can see the top 20 by intersect, and here we can see HCH with their Costa Farrago project, which is in Chile for copper and gold, and they had an intersect of 308 metres with a 0.5% copper and 0.3 grams per tonne gold. And that's the grams per tonne or percentage per metre drilled, and again the overview of the drilling results. So I'm just going to filter on gold for this podcast because there's a few more results than any other commodity. So I'll just click on gold, and there's many different filters here, and you'll see I'll filter on another one or two during this podcast. So now we're down to 58 ASX resource stocks involved with gold, with 60 projects that had Assays announced in the month of December 2024. I scroll back down to those two tables, first to the top 20, and it doesn't change with SXG because that was gold when we first looked at it. But we can see all the other gold results there and some very, very high grade gold results or gold assays. Scroll down a little bit further to the best intersect. So this is the top 20 drilling results by best intersect. And here again, we see HCH with gold, 308 metre intersect. And then there's quite a few other good intersects there as well. But one of the things I like to look at, and again, we'll go back to the top now and filter on a couple more things. And this is for you to decide as an investor what your criteria is. So I'm going to use intersect grade. We've got best grade or intersect grade. So I'm going to use intersect grade, and I only want to see results with 2 grams per tonne or higher. And the other thing I look at is depth. The more deeper you go, the more costly it's going to be if the project goes into production as far as the economics to get the gold out of the ground. So I generally like to look at no more than around 200 metres, maybe 250 as far as the depth. So now I'm down to 17 ASX codes with 18 projects involved, with at least an intersect grade of 2 grams per tonne and no deeper than 200 metres. So I scroll back down now and I'll look at the intersect, not the grade. So I keep going down to the intersect, and now I can see the results that meet my criteria. And I did that very quickly. So now I can see, intersects, and I might want to put an intersect of at least maybe 20 metres or 12 metres, whatever that might be. So as we can see, 20 plus metres, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with very good intersects and high grade. So that's how easy it is to dissect the data to how you want to see it. And looking at all the drilling results as far as December 2024, and some very good ones there. Now I'm going to show you a little bit more here. I can go even further, and I can type in, I might want to just compare 2 or 3 codes. So I go to the ASX code here and type in the ones I want to compare that meet that criteria. And I already knew this prior to commencing this podcast, so I could use it for an example. There we go. 1 code and 1 project. And I'll add 2 more codes, LM8. And then I'll also add CYL. Now, these 3 codes happen to be on my watch list. And another reason they're on my watch list is the directors have put in, at least 200,000 of their own money on market. Why am I only seeing 1 company there? I'll just take away these filters with the grade and the intersect, and now I can see those 3 codes that I want to compare, because I know the directors have put good money in out of their own pocket on market, which shows some belief in the project. So we're comparing 3 now out of all the results for December 24, and we can scroll down and start to compare those 3 by market cap, by grade, etc. So if I look at the intersect, there's the top 20 by grade. So they had very, very good grades, and then we can see, what were the intersects like, and they had, reasonably good intersects, with only one sort of decent grade on the intersect. So I might end up doing more research on CYL. But that just gives you some idea of how you can identify stocks by different criteria, whether it's grade, intersect, JORCs, locations, directors, directors putting money into the company, on market, etc. So hopefully that's given you some insights of how you can use MakCorp as a valuable tool for research, comparison, analysis, trends and reports. And if we look on our website, and our pricing or our subscription start at $895 a month. But if you're a retail investor, please reach out and we'll do a special deal for retail investors. And you can reach me at email at steve@MakCorp, makcorp.net.au, or you can contact me on a Perth landline, 08 9467 4133. And we hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. If you have, please click like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be doing more podcasts on how to use data to improve investment decisions in the ASX resource sector. Thanks again for listening, everyone.